Well, I think we're just about done here. For now, I think this is the season finale of Journey into the Unknown. I hesitate to say that I'm ready because I think that would be hugely misleading, but I may have done all the damage I can do until I get close to the start and hit a new level of panic. But even then, I think the main thing I'll be doing is just thinking a lot about the first few days and how I want to manage class time and what I want to say and do and try to get them to say and do. This is weird. Well, let's start with what I've done. I have put documents into forms that I think are ready to be used. I will order copies when we get closer and I make sure I know enrollment numbers. I've put up all the things on Desire to Learn, and that meant making the Express class kind of just a skeleton. There's some things I could fill in. I know I'm going to have weekly reading response, so I was able to make spaces for those, and made the Dropbox space and a discussion board space for the first things that I think I'm going to assign that I feel confident enough about to at least put them up as placeholders, and I can always change them. But then there's a lot of things that aren't filled in because I don't yet know what I'm going to do, and so that's different to me than what I'm used to doing. Also, because the way we're enrolling, I have a shell course that they'll be enrolled in, and I think we're going to be able to work it out where they'll immediately get access to the real course, but I put in the shell course some of the immediate first 2-week kind of things that they need for both classes, so that if it doesn't work like I expect, they at least have access to the syllabi for both classes and that sort of thing. Have a Dropbox they can use and discussion board they can use to ask questions. So I've got all that put together, and you know, it makes me feel put together to a certain extent that, you know, I can walk into the room and have something ready to show them and to do. And so probably I'm ready to then to take a little time and think about some other things, and then come back about the week before class and see where I am, and if I want to panic and change anything, I'm ready to go ahead. It feels very strange to me to go in with this little laid out, and it's going to have to be a journey into the unknown, and go do it and discover it by doing it. So I hope that goes well. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to talk to the students and get to know who they are and work with them and see what it's like. One worry that's occurred to me lately is what level of confusions there might be between the two classes. This is something I haven't really had. I've done LCOMs a couple times, but that's a little different. We have two different instructors, and so to have students in two classes of mine that work differently in some things, I wonder if it will be hard for them to sort that out, but I'll have to just get in and see and try to make it as clear as I can. So end of year reflection, I guess. What have we learned and where have we come to? I've learned that we're not ready for this, and it's a good thing we're going in a step at a time. I've learned that right now, at least, I feel like I have to do it in a very open-ended sort of way, at least the express part. So I built 1021 with as much precision and definition as I would normally do, but for the express part, I'm having to leave it pretty open. And it's just hard to know what I know until I get in there. This is going to be learning by doing, which I always encourage my students that that's the real way to do it, and so I turnabout is fair play, I guess, that I get to do the same thing. So it's exciting. I am looking forward to trying it out. I'm also looking forward to taking a week and a half or two and trying not to think about it and clear my head a bit and then see where I feel when I come back. And then we'll find out if I'm ready at all or not. But at least I have some documents I can give them and a kind of a plan and a kind of a structure within which I can work. I think when I get back, what I'll need to do is look closely again at my big list of things to do, see if there are things I want to add, see what I can do to have that stuff prepped. I've done a little bit with that. I have a new toy, in fact, that I can show off. This is from Peter Adams at Community College of Baltimore County. that one of the things he does is an inductive grammar exercise. And so I've had Barbara create these cards for me that list sample sentences, both correct and incorrect, differentiated by color, and ask the students to try to extrapolate what rule is being illustrated by them. And so that's something that Adam's provided, and so I took it and we'll try it. And of course I have many other things that I've created before that are along the lines of grammar and punctuation things, and also along invention and revision and rhetorical stuff. And so I just got to have all that kind of at hand and figure out how much of it do I need to carry with me every day because I don't know what's going on, or how much will I be able to figure out before. And I won't know a lot until we go in. So next season, this is the cliffhanger ending, right? Next season we'll see what it really is, and will Carl survive, and will the students rise up in rebellion and set fire to something, and we won't know till we get there. I've laid some groundwork, I've laid out sort of skeletal structure, and we'll see if I can put the pieces together in a way that's productive and useful, and if I have the courage to be really open-ended and see where we go. So wishing the best for you and for my students and for me. We'll see you next semester for Season 2 as I journey further into deep unknown. Colin, thanks again, and what have you gotten me into?